Lesson 163. There is no death. The Son of God is free. When we think of death, we think of passing of time and a baby going to a child, going to a teenager, going to an adult, going to a grandparent, going to death. That's how we view death, dying. Sometimes some people don't make it till they're old and they lose their life when they're young. So we are reinforced from birth that we will one day die, and we fear that. Now let's think of God for a minute. We don't actually think in our head that he dies. We think he's always been there, he's always going to be there. So we can't comprehend that he's ever going to not exist. That doesn't make any sense. So we know God is never going to die. And so what is one with God must be one with us. So since God cannot die, then we cannot truly die either. There can be no opposite to death. There is no opposite. So we see death as a hallucination, not being real. It's having a deceptive appearance that we go through here on earth, that we are actually going to die. We are always going to be with God. We're going to be part of God. So let's not have death come and tempt us today. Death has a grip on us. It seems to hold all living things within its withered hands, all the hopes and wishes in its grasp, and its goals perceived in the slightless eye. The frail, the helpless, the sick will bow down to this death. For it surely will come, is what we think. Surely our time will be up. But we can't view this world as real. We can't think that we are actually going to die and not exist. We go to the graveyards and we put flowers on graves, but really there is no death. Here lies a witness that God is dead. That's what we think when we do this and we go to these graveyards. But really he is going to live on forever. Because like I said, either everything dies or else they live and they cannot die. You cannot have one or the other. Either we all die or we don't. Either God dies with us or not. So our Father, bless our eyes today. We are your messengers, and we would look upon the glorious reflection of your love, which shines in everything. Everything is love. We live and move in you alone, so let's go through this day, not with the pain and agony that it brings, but with it through love and working through God. Try to find that deep place within your heart where God exists that you can move. We are not separate from your eternal life. There is no death, for death is not your will, and we abide where you have placed us in the life we share with you and with all living things, to be like you and part of you forever. We accept your thoughts as ours, and our will is one with yours eternally.